is it that you truly want? Lately, you've been asking yourself this question only to find more questions than answers, more confusion than clarity, and more frustration than fulfillment. You kept on asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I walking on the right path? Is this really what I want? Or this is just what other people expect from me? What would really make me happy? All these questions that keep you awake at night, feeling terrible about yourself. And then you would browse your Facebook and Instagram feed, and there you see most of your friends succeeding in their careers, receiving awards and recognitions, starting their own businesses, and then friends traveling to the places and countries you want to go to, and celebrities who look like they don't have any problems at all. And then there you are, wide awake at 2 a.m., comparing yourself to these people, buying yourself the idea that they're just lucky. And you? Well, you're born to have no choices at all. Yep, there you are, playing the victim. In this world you perceive where everybody is a villain, mastering the art of overthinking so you can get straight A's in the overthinking school of the overthinkers. And then all of a sudden, something happened. You realized enough is enough. It dawned on you that it's about time to stop playing the victim. So you went to YouTube and then searched a motivational video. And so you watched it and felt so motivated and pumped up. You then decided that tomorrow you will wake up at 5 a.m. like how most successful people do. And then the next day, the alarm rings. And you're still sleepy, contemplating whether to get up or not, and ending up snoozing it again, and again, and again. And then you woke up. You look at the time longer than you realized. It's already 10 o'clock. You feel exhausted, feeling anxious, and you don't even know why. You wonder how you could think of those negative thoughts even before your day starts. And now, you're back to square one. And the cycle goes on and on, like the seesaw syndrome of emotions where nothing is balanced. A roller coaster of ups and downs that doesn't make any difference, creating a pattern that is now too hard to break. And now you ask yourself again, what do I really want? Here's the thing. You thought you already knew what you wanted all your life, but why does it feel like something's missing? Let me tell you a story, a real story. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do is to write and become a writer, to write a fiction novel and publish it one day. But as I grew older, I came to realize that I have poor writing skills and that I wasn't good enough to write a novel, let alone finish one good article. And the most important thing of all, I was born poor and my parents thought I was smart, and so I was forced to become a breadwinner. Yup, I'm just like you, who was forced to be strong, forced to be the source of light and energy to those we love. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems as though there's a certain itch deep down my core that knows exactly what I want. I just keep on ignoring it because it's too good to be true. And sometimes I think it's impossible, that maybe it's too late. And I know you feel the same way. You know what you want, you just don't want to listen to it because it's terrifying and you're worried about what other people would say. And it's okay, that's normal. But if anything is possible in this world, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What do you most want to do just for yourself? What would be a dream that would fulfill your heart's desire? I encourage you to listen to what your heart is saying. And let us all be reminded by this ancient philosophy of doing what you love so you will never have to work a day in your life. You're allowed to follow your heart, but don't get me wrong though. This documentary is not to encourage you to make bold moves and quit your day job just because you're convinced that you don't want to do that forever. Nope, it doesn't work that way. My invitation is for you to pursue your passion on the side until such time that your passion becomes profitable. Let's ground ourselves with the reality of the bills we have to pay and the family we feed. Don't be an idiot, please. But let me tell you something. If you want to pursue what you want, the first step you need to take is to love and accept yourself. Okay, I know you're giving me that look, that smirk on your face that tells me, Apple, self-love has nothing to do with passion. Well, you're wrong. Self-love has a lot to do with pursuing what you want, because people will judge you no matter what you do. All the more they would when you pursue something they couldn't even manage to risk for themselves. And I'm telling you, people will judge you. People will try to pull you down. But if you're in a position of loving yourself so much, you won't be needing other people's approval. All along, we've been taught that choosing ourselves would be selfish, that self-love is just an act of narcissism and self-centeredness. The society has fooled us once again. How can you love other people if you can't even love yourself? How can you accept others if you can't even accept who you are? And how can you find beauty around you if you can't even believe that you're beautiful? How can you serve your purpose if you can't even serve yourself by doing what you love? The second step is this: rediscover yourself. Recently, I took personality tests again and found out that the result was different from what I got 5 years ago. From being an ENTP to now an INFP, it's totally a huge shift for me. But this is not just about taking tests that would support who you are, but is mainly about getting to know yourself again after a series of inevitable changes that has occurred in your life. The key is to become aware of what you like, what inspires you, and what makes you feel more alive. If you think you already knew who you are, think again. Keep on rediscovering you. Be open to new possibilities. I used to think that writing a novel would really make me happy, only to discover that I find more joy in script writing, in storytelling, narrating, and video editing that has led me to creating this documentary film that you're watching right now. The third step is to steal like an artist. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine told me she wanted to start a business, but she feels a little discouraged because everyone else seems to be doing it. And then I told her, well, steal the idea and make it your own. Stop giving me this excuse because they are not you. You are special. Steal that idea and add your own DNA, your own fingerprint, your own creativity, your own style, because that's how all successful entrepreneurs and creators do it. And the fourth and most important step is this: have courage and stop holding back. To be honest, sometimes I do hold back. I do feel a lot of fear that creeps me out. And I even had my own episodes of breaking down. But courage is not doing things with the absence of fear. It's about doing something that you know scares you the most, but you do it anyway. Being courageous doesn't mean you'll be victorious right away. I don't want to lie to you. It's scary. It's risky. You will be rejected, and you might probably be laughed at. You're gonna fail. And when you do, it's an indication that you're close to getting what you want. Trust me, you're gonna be fine. So please, stop holding back. You have a voice that needs to be heard, a story that needs to be told. You might not be figuring things out right away, and that's okay. Keep looking. The fastest way to find it is by looking within. A friend of mine told me years ago that through our hearts, God speaks to us. But most of the time we don't hear it because we don't find time to sit down and listen in. As you reach the end of this video, I'd like to invite you to breathe and have a little fun. Deep dive into your internal being, and there you'll find the answers you've been searching.